I want to begin by talking about community. I'm part of a really broad YouTube community that I listen to many lectures and videos and post comments and interact in the chat. And I'm also part of a Toastmasters community here on the coast and online in other parts of BC. And we meet every week and we encourage and inspire and learn together. It's very supportive. Then I also have my Encompass community, and here we are in the beautiful gardens, regardless of the weather, by the Gibsons Marina and next to the Gibsons Market. And this is all part of the Sunshine Coast here on the southernmost western part of BC. I've been here for over 40 years, and I'm really only just beginning to appreciate really how special this place is. I've begun a practice of flipping through the community paper and looking for evidence of people who are really inspired and compassionate and energetic and wanting to activate this community with all kinds of beautiful, creative, whether you're talking theater or sports, athletics, so the people that volunteer for that and for dance. And there's so many different kinds of organizations and organizations for housing and for the environment, environmental organizations at every level. It's like there are people who want to contribute their energy and their time. For example, just recently there was a splendid Halloween celebration in the local mall where the local theater group and several dance companies and other groups got together, put on this free performance, fun performance as a fundraiser for a women's shelter. It was so much fun, and people were enjoying themselves, and kids all in costumes, and it was because it was all volunteers, all people wanting to have fun together, do fun things together. This feeling of community is, I believe, it's an antidote where it's a lot of things that are, hanging over us like storm clouds these days. People, especially if you watch the news, and you could be walking around like just peering out from underneath this brow of doom and gloom and worry. And sure, there's lots of reasons for that if you want to, if you're drawn that way, or you can feel overwhelmed by that. And it can be good to a point to have some sense of what's going on, of course, right? To be somewhat aware. But not too long. We want to put our energy back where we're going to get replenished, where we're going to get energized, where we're going to feel supported, where we're going to really tap into that sense of ourselves that I would call it's a source connection that we all have. Now I'm going to get very personal here just for a minute and talk about my source connection, which is a sense of myself as an eternal being, larger than my physical body. I have practices that put me in touch with that, where I can sense the feelings and impulses that I'm loved, that I'm appreciated, that I'm part of everything, and that the universe has my back, and that there's always something exciting around the corner, and that also extends to the people that I'm in contact with. I know that that person has a higher self, an inner being, and that they're also cared about. So as a practice, I can carry this into my various communities too. when I'm making comments on YouTube videos, and I can look for what feels like the most, uplifting thing that that person is wanting to express, and I can find it. I can find amazing insights and just give my thumbs up or make a comment on it. Toastmasters. I can pay attention to wonderful speeches. Last night, someone was giving his speech about meditating and the third eye. And while I was listening to it, I thought, oh yeah, my third eye and my chakra. And like it really helped me to focus a little bit and remember things that I have known in the past. But just, to get that little upsurge of intuition and affirmation, this sense of personal affirmation. I think our communities can really give us that as well. We want it on we have our personal level, our own practices, but we can also experience it in all our communities in some way. And even my practice of just going through the paper and noticing, oh, the local conservation group, oh, they're putting some salmon back in the stream, or oh, this forest group is holding some tours, or it goes on and on. It's endless. There's so many, you wouldn't believe it for such a small place like this. But these sorts of activities, these notices, these mentions, talking about these things, these like create little kind of bubbles of light, little thought bubbles, little, golden, thought formations. They just get bigger and bigger and join with others. And this is how we have this experience, this wonderful idea of, the kingdom of heaven on earth, which I've talked about before. So our communities can be a place where we thrive on all levels. And we're all learning together. And we're just going to keep on giving each other this support and this encouragement and these creative ways of expressing who we are in our eternal being.